Hello, welcome. My name is Michael Koran, and I'm here to discuss and debunk a myth regarding education and appropriate learning methodologies. The myth is that each student has a different and unique learning style, and that in order for these students to achieve academic success, they must match that learning style with appropriate study techniques. Two professors from the University of Indiana stated that most students are not employing study strategies that mesh with their self-reported learning preferences, and the minority who do show no academic benefit. This research immediately debunks this myth that I just stated. It shows that even if students study based on their learning style, it doesn't help them retain any information. It provides no academic benefit whatsoever. I will personally take it a step further in debunking this myth by providing the notion that universal learning strategies, yes, there is a concept of universal learning strategies that will enhance learning for all. Each and every student, each and every learner can benefit from the three strategies that I will mention in this video. These three effective strategies I will discuss were identified decades ago and have convincing and significant empirical support. The first is the concept of contextual clues. Learning or studying in different modalities, different rooms, different environments. By simply changing the venue, you will improve your retention strength, your retrieval strength, your memory by 40%. This is outstanding. A trio of psychologists from the University of Michigan backed this up with research. And they stated that this is possible because subsets overlap. When you learn in two different rooms or two different environments, it doubles the number of contextual clues. Based on how our brain works, we can recall where we were when we learned this word. And it only makes sense that if you learned a word in different areas, that more things can help trigger this memory. The second learning strategy that fits all is spacing out your study sessions. Steve Wozniak created a table to maximize our ability to retain as much information as possible when we study. On one column, on the left side, it was the time to test. On the right side of the column, it was study intervals. For example, if a student has a test in 1 week, they should have each study interval approximately 1 to 2 days apart, each study session being approximately 20 to 30 minutes. If the test is 1 month away, then it would be best to study each week, once a week, leading up to that test. Maybe we have a final exam in 6 months. Then it would be best to study every 3 weeks. However, for this to work, us educators must inform the students in advance when their test can be. The students themselves will need discipline, of course. Keep in mind that cramming and repeating facts right after you study them gives you nothing, no added memory benefit. The final universal strategy I will discuss to debunk the myth that we must learn in an individualized way is the concept of testing. Henry F. Spitzer was quoted, "Achievement tests or examinations are learning devices, in fact, and should not be considered only as a measurement for pupils." That said, we should understand that each test is an additional study session. Let's take the concept of pre-testing, for example. If educators gave students a pre-test consistently, it primes students to notice more important concepts later on. It forms a specialized knowledge which will aid recall and translate into improving your memory. In plain English, educators must test students as early and as frequent as possible. In conclusion, regardless of individual learning style, or the alignment of that style with study techniques, students still will show no academic benefit. There is a general lack of student awareness about the processes and behavior that support effective learning. We can abate this crisis by better regulating their learning, by closing the gap between brain-based learning and study techniques. Us as educators, parents, students need to understand how neuroeducation can successfully link the science of memory with education. Keep in mind, there are universal learning strategies that will work for everyone. This is proven in research. We don't need to be treated as an individual within the education system. We are all one. We are all connected. I'm Michael Koran. Thank you for watching.